Hi, everybody, and welcome to Talk to Rose. How's everybody doing tonight? On this show, we talk about everything going on in the world, good, bad, raggedy, and wonderful. So I'm going to just get this show going. Thank you guys for tuning in tonight. And anybody that has not done already, like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you press the like button for the show tonight. Just all you got to do is click like. That's it. Just click the like button. And we're going to get this show started. First of all, I want to say happy birthday to all the Virgos out there. It's y'all season. It's finally y'all season. All the Virgos. My cousin's birthday is tomorrow, Chesty. My niece's birthday is this week. Next week, the same day as Michael Jackson, Jolisa. My brother-in-law birthday was the day before yesterday, Sean. Um, my friend Lakeisha's birthday was today. It's been a lot. It's a lot of Virgos, and with the female Virgos, I have a real love hate with them. Like, I really do attract a lot of Virgos, like for friends and stuff, and we get along like glue. And then it just be always something. Like, they always do some scandalous stuff. It's just. But I really be loving them. Like, I love Virgos. Like, we really do get along good, but it's just something. I don't know. Let me turn my phone off. Well, the ring girl. So happy birthday to all the Virgos out there. Turn up. I know y'all are. We're gonna start the show off. Hey, Coach Nita, with all the bereavement announcements. Everybody keep them in your prayers. Um, First we had last week. I'll start in order. What was his name? Michael Wright. Michael Wright, rest in peace to Michael Wright. That was the one who played Eddie Kane in I was about to say the Temptations, the Five Heartbeats. He was the one that played Eddie Kane in the Five Heartbeats, and they did not release how he passed away. But looking at his pictures, it looked like he had some sort of illness. So our thoughts and prayers are out to him. He had just went viral on TikTok a month ago, just him doing those songs on the Five Heartbeats. So our prayers are to his family. Then next we had Dolly Parton pass away a couple of days ago. Um, Dolly Parton was 80 years old. Everybody knows who Dolly Parton is. She was a country singer, and all the black people, everybody around the world loved Dolly Parton. I guess her most famous song, which was people remade it, was "I Will Always Love You." Whitney Houston did that song over, and a lot of people, when I seen that she passed away, a lot of people did not know that that was Dolly Parton's song, and I just don't know how they didn't know that. Like, how did y'all not know that that was a remake on Whitney Houston? I don't know. Another song was the 9 to 5 song, and then Beyonce did Jolene. A lot of people don't know the story behind Jolene. Like, they think that Jolene was actually the person that was, like, giving her husband the eye, but it actually wasn't. The story was about a lady like that, but Jolene, the name came from a little girl that she met while she was on tour, and she asked her, the little girl, what was your name? And she said Jolene. So she just used Jolene as the name. So people have been talking about they won't head up phase with anybody named Jolene and all that. And y'all got the stories wrong. Jolene is a little girl. That was a little girl. She did never say what the lady's name was that worked at the bank that was flirting with her husband. We, to this day, we don't know what that lady's name is. So our prayers go out to her family. She did have, I would say, just a small battle with cancer. They didn't say where the cancer was located, but she had just been admitted to the hospital. She was just admitted. So maybe she did have it for a while and they just didn't put it out, but they were saying that she just got diagnosed with cancer. So y'all know how we feel about cancer. It's just, I hate cancer for anybody. So prayers for Dolly Parton and her family. And then today, Samuel Monroe Jr. passed today. He was only 52 years old, and he was known for his roles in Menace to Society. He was the girls' cousin that was went to go try to unalive Cade. He played junior on Players Club. Like, I just came to dance. That's it. I just came to dance. He was junior. What else did he play on? Tales from the Hood. He played all that stuff, but he basically always played that same role and everything. So he got diagnosed with meningitis, and he was on set in Las Vegas, and this was like in April or something. And he started feeling sick. Some of the symptoms are nausea and vomiting, confusion, all the little things like that. And he had went to the hospital, and they kept misdiagnosing him. So about time they diagnosed him, it was already too late. It had spread to his brains and his spinal cord. So they tried to do surgeries on him. He was in a coma for a while. I remember it was like in April. So he finally passed away today. It's just unfair how this health system is. Like, how do you just get misdiagnosed all the time? I feel like when it comes to us, we're always misdiagnosed. For 8 months, y'all misdiagnosed this man? Because if you catch that in the beginning, you can't be safe. But once it spreads like that, no. It really ain't no coming back from it. And for the people that don't know how you can contract that, it's airborne. It's airborne. So somebody already has to have it, and you come in close contact with them, kisses, stuff like that. So our thoughts and prayers go out to his family also. It's just been a lot. Hi, Tia. Thank you for staying awake with me. It's just been a lot going on. So it's just like I named this, or what did I say? Our wicked world. It's just been a dark place lately. Like, this America is like we have a real big dark cloud over us, and it's all bad. So those are the people that we have on our bereavement announcements, and hopefully we don't be having no more soon. Nobody wants to keep on doing that. This is something I thought y'all should know. Now, we didn't get gifts monetary gifts in school. Detroit is giving $100 a week to students that have perfect attendance, you guys. What did we get? A certificate. If that, they get $100 a week for perfect attendance. That's for the high schoolers. In junior high, they just got put in it now too. They get $50 a week. My thing is, how do y'all have all this extra money to give these kids, but y'all can't give these teachers no raises? Why do y'all got to pay the kids to go to school? I know that comes out the funding if the kids miss so much, but it's like, come on, y'all need to be using that money for these teachers. Maybe we had if the whole class had perfect attendance, I think we had pizza parties or something like that. But we wasn't getting no $100 a week. What do y'all think about that? Do y'all think that they should get monetary gifts for having perfect attendance? Now with the bereavement announcement. Yes, the bereavement announcement. We had to get that out the way. That's how you know we was raised in church. We was raised in church. But do y'all feel like the kids should be given monetary gifts for coming to school? Like, that's what you're supposed to do. Y'all need to be at school anyways, because a lot of you guys are really not smart. So y'all giving them money just to come to school, because half of them is not passing. No Child Left Behind, and a lot of them need to be left behind. I say that all the time. So I don't know. I just thought that y'all might want to know about that. But that's in Detroit. So maybe their attendance is really bad with the kids out there. It has to be for them to be given $100 a week if you have perfect attendance. I don't know. Okay, this, because I'm trying not to do all dark stories. I seen this lady on Club Shay Shay, And I really enjoyed this interview. Her name was Takara. And tell me if y'all feel like this is true, because to me, I do feel like it is very true. Hold on, let me look at the thing. I don't know where Flint is next to that, but is there clean water, laugh out loud? Do they have the budget for this? This is exactly. Exactly. We ain't, and we'll get into Indiana later on in the show. But I'm gonna show y'all this video and tell me what y'all think about this, because I do feel like everything that this lady is saying is true. Hold on.
The longer you are single, the more difficult it is for you to get in a relationship with somebody, because you become accustomed to you. Everything is the way you want it. You ain't got to answer nobody. You ain't got to ask nobody's permission to do nothing. You don't have to consider anybody else's feelings or emotions. And even if a good person comes into your life, they're going to seem like an annoyance to you.
Yes.
Because, babe, what you doing today? Dang, why you ask me what I'm doing?
Yeah. I ain't used to having nobody.
Hey, I haven't seen, oh my God, you want to see me. I'm in the house by myself watching TV. I just want to be by myself. I just want to sit in the house by myself. Oh my God, why you chew like that? You snoring.
Yep.
I'm just used to laying in my bed by myself. You done went to the guy's house, spent the night at the guy's house, got flipped all inside, outside, all kinds of bent up like a pretzel, and then you went home.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because I don't want to lay in the bed with nobody. I like to be by myself. I like to do stuff by myself. So the longer you're single, the more difficult time you're going to have to be in a relationship.
It is.
Because you just...
And women ruthless with it, though.
What you mean?
Cara.
And I feel like everything that lady said is so true. I was like, oh my gosh, is she talking to me or not? Do y'all feel like this lady is telling the truth in the video? Let me know, yes or no, in the comments if you're single. Sometimes if you marry, you could probably feel the same way too. But I do feel like she's telling the truth, because that's how I feel right now. Like, I like laying in the bed by myself. I do not like people laying in the bed with me, not even a mirror. I just get irritated fast. I don't want to spend the night over nobody's house. I like being in my own space where it's quiet. Like, I'm so used to being by myself. I know how I like everything in my house. I don't want to have to make room for you. I just, oh my gosh, I was like, oh my gosh. And I do want to get married one day, but I just feel like it's going to be ruthless. Like, I don't know, y'all. She is telling the truth. Like, what do y'all think? I always say when I get married, I still need my own room. Like, we can sleep in the bed together and everything, but if they snore and all that, I'm gonna have to go to my own room. Like, I still need my own space. And I don't know if that's the Aquarius in me or whatever. Like, I could love somebody and still need my own space. I'm just like that. But me being single, I feel that way wholeheartedly. Like, I think everything will irritate the hell out of me. I really do think so. She said the things that folks are afraid to say. Plus, she's a hilarious comedian, by the way. I had never heard of her, but now that I watch that, I see her on my algorithm all the time. And she is really funny. So when she said that, I'm like, that's me. That's me. And another thing that she also said that I felt was true, and I always say this now. I was like, why did I think of these things once I got older? Like, if I would have thought about these things when I was younger, it probably would have been different. So she said, first dates, they should be in the daytime, which I think I'm okay with that. They should be no more than $50 altogether. And there should be no alcohol on that first date. Do y'all agree with that? So, daytime, no alcohol, and under $50. Do y'all agree with that? Yes or no? Let me know in the comments. I do agree with everything that she said, because a lot of men nowadays feel like women only want to go out on a date to eat. So they take you to these nice fancy restaurants, and then you really can't order what you want, because if you order what you want, they feel like they automatically getting some after that. When 9 times out of 10, I ain't gonna say 9 times out of 10, A lot of women probably do go on dates just to eat, but that ain't never been me. Like, I can pay for myself to get something to eat. So I'm not about to be bothered with no man just to get something to eat. And then depending on how much you spend, you think you're going to get something after that. I don't think that it should be alcohol involved, because once you start drinking and the juices is flowing, you really not thinking like that. Like, you probably will go to their house after that. It should be in the daytime. You could go to Starbucks, and then you don't even know if you're going to like that person afterwards. So why go to a high-priced dinner or anything like that, and then you not like that person, and then you can't really talk? You could go to the park. You could go get some coffee at Starbucks. You could do anything on the first date just to see if you really like each other. And then I feel after that, you could do something else. But on the first date, I do feel like it should be under $50. And to keep it 100, I almost feel like a woman should pay for her own whatever it is. If it's coffee, I'll pay for my own coffee. Still, because these men nowadays always feel like a woman is using them. So I'll pay for my own coffee. Let me see if I even like you, sir. Let me see if I even like you. And once I feel like we could get along, then, okay, we could go on the next date. We can go on the next date. So what do y'all think? Do y'all think that, how do y'all feel about that? Shatia said yes. Tia said yes. I don't know. I think that she's telling the truth, and a lot of people need to listen to that. A lot of people need to listen to that. You don't got to spend a lot on that first date. Coach Nia says she likes daytime dates. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff you can do. It's a lot of stuff you can do. Like we said, you can go to the beach. You can go to the park. You can do all kind of stuff. You could do, oh, I said no drinking. I was about to say paint, sip. But it's a lot of stuff that you can do on the first date, because I really think that you need to get to know the person first. Like, really, really get to know them. She was dropping a lot of jewels. She was, so if y'all have time to go look at it, go look at it. The next thing I want to talk about, make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. Let me make sure I put that on here. I'm gonna have to start coming on more often. You know, last week I didn't come on because of the verses. I will not come on for little stuff, and I really be needing to come on. I didn't come on last week because of the verses, the Donnell Jones and Joe verses. I just couldn't miss that. And really, I could have came on because it was over like at 8 o'clock. That verses was really good to me. Everybody was down talking Donnell Jones, but like I said before the verses even came, he had an alcohol problem. And that, to me, took away his voice. But we did see him at the Jagged Edge concert, and he was singing good. I do not care if people lip sync. I'm one of the people, I do not care if somebody lip sync. Long as you got me feeling good and it's a vibe and everything, I swear to God, I don't care if you lip sync. I would not have cared if Donnell Jones lip sync, because I love all of his songs. To me, Donnell Jones had the better albums, the better productions, but Joe is just bigger. He's a bigger artist, and he actually can sing better. Like, he was singing. But to me, Donnell Jones' albums are classics. Like, I still listen to his songs all the time right now. Now, Joe has a couple of songs that I listen to all the time, but Donnell Jones, whole albums. But that's why I didn't come last week. I said I'm going to start doing better, you guys. So, this next story that I want to talk about, these construction workers found $10 million worth of gold bars, coins, and nuggets while they were installing a sewer system. $10 million. Gold coins, nuggets, and gold bars. Guess what they did, you guys? Guess what they did? They turned it in. They turned it in. Like, I just don't understand. I really do wonder was it really more than 10 million and they just turned in 10 million? Because ain't no way if me and my friends, co-workers, if we found that money, I'm turning it in. Like, we could turn in $1 million, but we're not turning in all that. What would y'all have done? Would y'all have turned in? Because they ain't gonna give y'all nothing. Every time when people give in big lump sums like that, they give you a gift certificate for $100 or something. When God then really blessed you to be a millionaire and you give it back being stupid. What would y'all have done? Because I'm telling you, I would have kept it. I would have kept that in. I would have worked for a couple of weeks. After that, like, peace out. I had a family emergency and it's out of the country. I don't think that I'll be able to come back. I would have been so quiet on the creek for real. I would have not said anything. It wouldn't have been nothing nobody could say to me. Like, if y'all want to give y'all part, y'all can give it. I'm keeping mine. I'm keeping my part. Y'all can do what y'all want to do. So, Tia, I do not believe that. Tia's how I would have turned it in. Well, that would have been on you. If all of us would have been together and you turned yours in, don't ask me for no money later. Don't ask me for no money later, because I'm gonna be a millionaire and you had a chance to be a millionaire too. When you turned yours in, you can't ask me for nothing, Shatia. You cannot ask none of us for nothing. I'm like, that's your fault. You wanted to be a good civilian and turn it in. So stay living your regular life, and I'll see you in another country. I'll send for you from time to time, but that's your fault. That is your fault. So that was that. I was just like, people be doing stupid stuff, but I really do think that it was probably more than that. And speaking of alcohol again, I'm a King's kid. Girl, even I think that pastors would have told you, like, don't turn that in. I pay my tithes with that gold and everything and been out. Pay my tithes with it and I'm gone. Okay, the alcohol industry said that they have lost over $830 billion in the last 4 years because Gen Z don't drink like the rest of us. $830 billion because Gen Z doesn't drink like us. But I want to know how much money they've made in drug sales, because they don't drink because they out there popping pills and all kind of other things. That's why they don't drink, because they doing everything else that's unaliving them. We drinking and still on this earth. They popping pills and mixing fentanyl with stuff and leaving this earth. Come on now. I was just about to say they do dope. Yeah, that's why. That's exactly why. Like, I don't know why it's so low though. Like, we can't go hard like we used to when we was younger. So maybe they have lost a lot of money. But I don't know. And then the liquor that y'all make now ain't even the same. Like, that liquor be having you toe up the next day if you drink a lot. It really be having you toe up. Okay, so on to the next story. Make sure you guys like the live. Okay, do y'all remember that daycare worker? It was probably like 2 or 3 years ago. I think it was in, let me see if I wrote it down. Dang, I can't remember what state it was in. Okay, but it was the lady that had a daycare, and she found out that her husband was essaying kids in the daycare. Do y'all remember that? And she banged her husband and tried to unalive him. And he went to jail, and they took her to jail still too. Do y'all kind of remember that story? Well, anyways, the lady has been out probably for about a year now. I felt like she should have never went to jail, because, come on, Why would she go to jail for that? But she did go to jail. She lost her daycare. But now that she's out of jail, guess what now, everybody? The parents are suing her. They're suing her, saying that she should have known that her husband was a P. Y'all know what I'm saying. That she should have known that he was a P, and that she should have seen the signs and symptoms in the children. So now they're suing her. Do y'all feel like that's fair? Yes or no? Let me know. Do y'all feel like that is fair? Should that lady be getting sued for that? I felt like, okay, when she found out, she tried to unalive him. What more do y'all want? Soon as she found out, she tried to unalive him. So what do y'all want her to do? What did y'all want her to do? She tried to take the man up out of here. What more? What do y'all want? Do y'all think that that's fair that they trying to get money from that lady? Let me know, yes or no. And by the way, the husband is doing life in prison. She tried to take him off this earth. That's why I'm saying this. It's just everybody is just money hungry. Because I don't know what y'all expected out of that lady. What else did you expect out of the lady? As soon as she found out, she did what she thought needed to be done. Let me know what y'all feel about that. This is another story. Hold on, my sister. She said, no, it's not fair. She can file bankruptcy and they won't be able to collect a dime for her. We'll see. I just feel like they shouldn't even be able to file that in court. Hell no, she served time. She possibly didn't know. It's definitely not fair. Maybe they can receive victims of crime. Yeah, maybe they can. I really don't think that lady knew. For her to just go off and bang that man, I really don't think that lady knew what was going on. I really don't think she knew. But I don't think that that's fair that they trying to do that to the lady. Like, if y'all was gonna do that, y'all should have did it when she still had the daycare open, and maybe they could have got insurance off of it or something. I don't know. But people are always looking for a come up. Now, I do feel sorry for the little girl. I do feel like she probably needs to be in therapy and everything, but it's not that lady's fault. Y'all always trying to get extra money off of somebody. Okay, this is another story. People being raggedy. Now, if you're looking for a surrogate, you might want to think twice, because now they out here doing what they want to do. And doing what they want to do. This one black lady, she was a surrogate. The parents are suing her for $100,000 because in her contract, it states if they find out that the baby had any deformities or anything like that, that she was to terminate the pregnancy. They found out that the baby was going to be disabled. So they told the lady that she had to go get rid of the baby. She told them no. And she wanted them to pay for her to go to the hospital. Still, after she delivers the baby, she expected her payment and everything, and expected the parents to pay for the surgeries for the baby, because soon as she had the baby was going to need therapy. So she went to court for this. She actually won the case to where she did not have to get an abortion. Oops, I'm sorry, I can't say that. Where she did not have to get rid of the baby. She won that. But they said once she delivered the baby, she could have no contact with the baby or anything. She's also going back to court again now to see if she could be the primary caregiver, because the mom and dad saying they don't want nothing to do with the baby. And so my question is, do y'all feel like she was right for keeping the baby when it was in a contract to say if they found out something was wrong with the baby, she was supposed to get rid of the baby. Now she didn't have the baby. The baby had a lot of surgeries. They said the baby is going to need 24-hour care for the rest of his life and everything. And that's why the parents didn't want it. Do y'all feel like the surrogate was wrong? I do feel like the surrogate was wrong. I feel like she's all the way wrong, because if that was in the contract, she should have never been able to go to court and tell them that she's not getting rid of the baby. Like, it's in your contract. It's in your contract. Now, you wanting to keep the baby, that's something else. That's fine, but I feel like she's all the way wrong. Like, this will make other people think twice about using surrogates. Because, ma'am, that wasn't your baby to begin with. People just be doing what they want to do. I feel like that is totally wrong. She was wrong. Yeah, she's all the way wrong. So we'll see. Hold on. Did they not run any tests or family history? See, I don't know all of the backstory. Well, you know, when you get pregnant, they do all kind of tests, and then they can also run DNA tests. They can run tests to see if your child will have any deformities, if they gonna have Down syndrome, all that stuff. They can do that while you're pregnant. And some people that's carrying their own child have decided to not go forward with the pregnancy because they don't want to sign up for a lifelong taking care of a child like that. So a lot of women are given that choice to terminate the pregnancy. So that's when they found out about the child, that he was going to have lifelong problems, heart problems at that. And they said they didn't want to go through with the pregnancy. So that lady was all the way wrong. Now, if she's able to keep the baby, then so be it. But if that baby gets put in the system and everything, she wrong for that. Because I wouldn't trust no child in the system now. I don't know. Let me know what y'all think. Let me know what y'all think. Okay, so now we get to Gary, Indiana, the home of the Jacksons. The home of the Jacksons. So if you guys didn't know, they had a storm out there to where I think now probably is like day 14. It's been a full 14 days and they have not had electricity or anything. And of course, I want to know, have you guys been seeing that on the news? Because I haven't. I only seen it on social media. I only see it on social media. FEMA hasn't came out there. The president haven't came out there. They're not trying to aid these people at all. No electricity or anything for 14 days. 14 days. Keith Lee, he heard about it. He was going on a food tour and it was supposed to start in Chicago. He went out there and said, so how was he able to pull something off to where he was able to give water, food, clothing, all this stuff to these people, and the own city couldn't do this for them? How was he able to come out there? He don't live out there or nothing, and was able to pull that off. But they've been out there 14 days, and y'all haven't did nothing for these people. But you guys already know why. Y'all already know why. I just feel sorry for the way the media runs stuff the way they want to run stuff. The stuff that they want us to see, they're going to play it over and over and over all day long. But stuff like this, they don't care. And I feel sorry for those people. I feel so sorry for those people. Okay, so next I want to talk about, hold on. And FEMA is a joke. God be with them. Yeah. That's why I don't donate to none of that. I don't donate to the Red Cross. I'm not donating to FEMA. I'm not donating to none of that stuff because I don't believe that they actually use it for those people. I do not believe that. Now, if they say that you could bring your own stuff, water and clothing and all that stuff to give to them, I'll do that. But as far as giving them money, no. No. Panda Express. Oh, do you want to round off your money? Nope. Do you want to give to? Nope. No, I don't want to give it to them. Because I actually don't feel like, and then just think, it's been 14 days. But what are you doing? What are y'all doing? Y'all not even doing nothing. So what are people donating to y'all for? Come on now. Okay, so now I want to talk about this. And at first I did not want to talk about it because I'm like, it's just, it weighs so heavy on me. It makes me not want to be on social media. So you guys know everything that's been going on down south. Just a couple of days ago, they found another boy in North Carolina that was hanging from a tree. They said every time they saying that they doing it by themselves. It was a girl that I think that happened to. She was so high that they had to get a ladder to get her down, but she did that by herself. Another boy was burnt and wrapped up. But y'all gonna say he did that by himself too? Because everybody they keep saying they're unaliving their own selves. I just feel like that they are targeting the young black men. Parents, y'all need to talk to y'all boys. Y'all need to have some kind of like Nolan Wells' mom had that 360 on your kids or something. I just don't trust Mississippi. I don't know what's going on down there. I really don't know. I seen a story where the police called themselves a gang squad, and they will go into people's house and do all kind of stuff to them that I don't even want to talk about. And they finally got caught. They only supposed to get 10 to 40 years. They was damn near drowning people. Just being hateful. All this is in Mississippi. It's like we're going back in time. Like we're not even moving forward. We're going backwards. It's really a scary time to live in right now. Hold on, I can just see engagement. Oh shoot. It's giving 1960 vibes. Exactly. Hold on, guys. That's exactly what it's giving. So please talk to y'all kids. We can't even say don't go here, don't go there, because it's happening everywhere. But it seems like in Mississippi, they on the roll right now. And I understand why Nolan Wells' mom do not want to hand over them phones or anything, because if y'all have police that's out here doing this to people, what makes this woman feel like y'all gonna do right by her son? I watched a video today with a white man that said that Nolan was on the boat and they covered him up with the life jackets. Now, if y'all remember when that lady put that audio out where she made it to where you could hear what everybody was saying, they kept saying Nolan's name. They kept saying his name and was asking if he was unalived or in everything. This white older man came on there and said that they covered him up with the life jackets. They didn't know what to do with him. When the granddad came and fixed the boat or whatever, they threw him off the boat. They went back somewhere else and tried to clean it up and get all the DNA out. And that sounds like exactly what happened. We still haven't got the autopsy reports, which they were done. Y'all know if he drowned or not. All y'all got to do is look at the lungs. Remember, they took that out. So talk to your kids. Talk to your sons. It's just not a safe place right now. It's not a safe place for young black men at all. This is just, I don't want to talk about that anymore. But in other news, I know y'all probably heard about this, but we not saying that we was happy, but it's like, oh well. Sean Grayson, the one that was convicted for unaliving Sonya Macy, he passed away in prison from cancer. I don't feel no way sorry for him. He was only 6 months into his 20 year sentence. And last month he was trying to get out of jail, saying because of his cancer and all that. And I really didn't believe him. I thought he was lying. I didn't know that he was really telling the truth. But oh well. Next time you in your next life, don't do people like that. Okay, I want to talk about this story. And at first, I really was about to go in on this lady. But now that I've really been looking into the story, I was like, oh, I don't really know how to feel about this. So have y'all heard about that lady? Her name is Lindsay. Oh, I forgot what her name. Lindsay something. This is the lady that unalived her 3 children and then tried to unalive herself, but she wasn't successful, but she is paralyzed from the waist down. So she's on trial right now. She has millions and millions of supporters that are coming to her trial every day wearing pink, free Lindsay, and everything. She said she had postpartum depression, and that's why she did it. So this is actually breaking up a lot of people's marriages and relationships, because a lot of men, they feel like if you support this lady and we have children, or I want you to be the mother of my children, and you supporting somebody like this, like, bitch, I can't trust you. One man called off their wedding. He called off their wedding, and it was 2 weeks away. He said that lady's values did not coincide with his, because the lady was a supporter of her. But let me tell y'all the whole story now that I know. So this lady has 3 kids, all under 5, 3, and I think like 18 months. After the last, well, she was having postpartum depression before, but after the last one, it got really bad. She's an RN, works at the hospital. I forgot what they said the husband did, but she did say that she was telling her husband. She kept on telling her husband she didn't feel like herself. She kept saying that she felt like she would harm herself and her children. She told the husband this. He didn't do nothing. She started seeing a therapist. She was put on a lot of medication, psych medication. She's still feeling like that. She admitted herself to a psych facility. They discharged her after maybe a week and said she's better. She's telling them that she's not better. It's still getting worse. So one day she sent her husband to the store to go get some food. While he's gone, I think the kids, it had them in the basement, and she tried to jump off the 2nd level of their house. So when the husband gets back, he calling for everybody. He don't hear nothing. He look out the window. He see the wife, blood everywhere and everything. He rushed down there to her. He asked her where the kids at. She said they're in the basement. He stayed there with her for a while, which that part is kind of, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know how to feel about this story now, because I'm really torn. He stays with her for a little bit. Then he goes down to the basement looking for the kids. All the kids is unalive. They are with like little rubber bands that you use when you work out, hands tied behind him and everything. He's screaming. He calls 911 and say she killed the kids. So now the lady is on trial. She didn't successfully unalive herself, paralyzed from the waist down. A lot of supporters saying she should be set free. I'm torn because I do feel like you still took your children's life. But then I'm like, dang, she tried to get help. So I really don't know what to think. She did try to get help. She was on medication. She admitted herself to a psych facility. Y'all discharged her saying that she was better. I really don't know how to feel about this. I don't know if, like, I don't know. I really don't know. Like, I'm really, really torn with this situation. I do feel like she should get some time because you still did take your children's life. You told your husband to leave to do that, I feel like, so you could unalive your kids. But I really don't know. But postpartum is real, and I do not feel like people take mental health seriously. They will discharge you and know that you're not better. They'll discharge you from anywhere and know that you're not better. I don't really know what else she could have done, but I still feel, I don't know. What do you guys feel about that? What do you guys feel? I'm so torn on that one. Mental health / postpartum depression is real, and not excusing the behavior is really sad. Yeah, Juanita, that's what I'm saying. I really don't know what to feel about this. Like, I feel sorry for the lady. I never had postpartum depression, but I know that it was hard. She was saying that she couldn't sleep, she couldn't eat, like everything. And for her to have told her husband, I feel like that I will do something to myself and my children. He should have never left the kids with her by herself. Ever. I don't think men really understand what postpartum means. And I don't think healthcare takes it serious either. What, you just want to put somebody on 1 million medications and then feel like, okay, you'll be better. So I don't know. I'm going to have to really keep looking into this story, because I'm telling you, at first I was going to go in on that lady until I really listened to the whole story. And I'm like, dang, at least she did try to get help. And it's like, it didn't work. She's telling people, and that's why they always say, oh, if you need help. It's not even like that. People can't even afford to put their kids in daycare no more because it's too expensive. If you got 3 kids under 5, maybe that 5-year-old probably just started going to school. So you got to deal with that, and you got postpartum depression. That is a lot to deal with. Yeah, I'm up in the air on this one. That's what I'm saying. I'm up in the air. But when I first seen the headlines, that's what I'm saying. Headlines could have you all messed up, because I'm like, oh no, girl, you need to be in jail, a life sentence for each child. But after hearing everything, I'm like, oh, I don't know. I'm so torn, because I feel like they do women scandalous when it comes to postpartum depression. I really do. I think that once a person has a child, automatically you should be off for at least 6 months paid time off. In other countries, you off for a year. Why out here they want you to come back after 6 weeks? I'm really in the air about this one. So I'm gonna keep up with this one. Okay, this is another story just so I can lighten it up a little bit. It's still a scandalous story, but it ain't as bad as that one. Okay, so a friend, she's getting married. She got everybody in the wedding. They got their wedding dresses, which was like $400 or $500 that she wanted y'all to wear. It is a week before the wedding. A week before the wedding, your friend call you and tell you, oh, I'm gonna have to have someone take your place in the wedding, my sister-in-law, because I don't want no problems with my in-laws. So you can't be in the wedding no more because I have to let her be in the wedding. And the girl said that her feelings was hurt and everything, but she was like, all right, bet. Then the girl waited like a day or so and was like, oh, can you give my sister-in-law your wedding dress? Bitch, like, girl, what? And she was like, absolutely not. And she was like, oh, you being petty or whatever, like you're not in the wedding no more, why she can't have a dress? Why would? So everybody going off saying like the other bridesmaids, like just give it to her. Maybe y'all can do payment plans. No, you gonna run me my money. And girl, I'll probably wear that dress to the wedding and sit down. I might give it if you been knew that the sister-in-law was gonna be in the wedding. So y'all better figure if she could give me the money for the dress, then she can buy it from me. I'm not about to give it to her. What would y'all have done? What y'all would have given the sister-in-law the wedding dress, the bridesmaid dress for free, or was y'all making her pay? She would have just been in there without a dress. They said there was no way for them to get the dress made because it was specially made at that little bit of time. So that's why they needed hers. I'm not giving her nothing. And I probably wouldn't even be that girl's friend no more after this. Like, friends today, they raggedy. They don't value friendship anymore. It don't matter how long you been friends with nobody or anything. Like, bitches is raggedy. Period, point blank. Tia said, she paying me. Exactly. She paying me. Or she'll be up there in a silk dress with the colors on. And ma'am, me and you are no longer friends probably. Because you playing in my face too. You playing in my face. I had that dress on at every occasion I could. Just to be messy and petty. That's what I'm saying. If I would have even went to the wedding still, I probably would have wore that dress there. They probably went up. Oh yeah, her sister-in-law is in it. She kicked me out for the sister-in-law. Girl, I wish you would. I really wish you would. Okay, this is another video that, oh no, let me tell y'all about this one. It's a 29-year-old man. He was just arrested for working 11 remote U.S. jobs at one, earning $925K a year. They arrested him. I'm not understanding what he got arrested for. If he was doing the job, if he was able to do 11 remote jobs and do the jobs right, what was he arrested for? Where's the crime? Y'all mad because y'all couldn't do it? 11 remote jobs making $925K a year. I just was trying to find out where was the crime at. Like, I really looked that up. I didn't find it. So I'm wondering, is that man still in jail or is he out? Because that's not a crime. Now you done messed up this man's. If all he got to do is get out and get some more remote jobs. And yes, I would for sure, and I'll be that girl friend no more. Nope. We wouldn't be friends. But oh boy, yeah, he got arrested for having 11 remote jobs. I'm like, they some haters. Shoot, I wish I could get 11. He must just couldn't do nothing else. He had to have them spread it out because maybe a couple each shift. Because how can you do 11? I ain't mad at him. I'm not mad at him. Like, sir, when you get out, maybe you could teach some classes on how you did it and make even more money. Okay, this was my last thing that I was going to talk about. Oh, no, two more things. Target issued an apology. I know y'all seen that little costume that they put out that was blackface. And now they're issuing an apology saying it should have never been out, blah, blah, blah. My thing is, I know y'all have a team. So whoever works on that team felt like that was okay for that to even be put out. Like, Target, y'all keep on doing stuff. Like, I mean, I do go there from time to time because I have to go get my medication from them. That's what I always say. But it's just like, y'all for real playing in our face. Y'all keep on letting us know how y'all feel about us. Y'all keep on letting us know how y'all feel about us. Just like Texas Roadhouse, which I've never been there either. I just never wanted to go there. And to find out that y'all spit in black people food. I'm glad I never went there. I felt like it was disgusting already that you could eat those peanuts and spit on the floor. I think that's why I never wanted to go there. That is disgusting to me. I don't like anything where people spitting or nothing. So I think that's why I never wanted to go there. But they don't gotta ever worry about me going there anyways. Like when they show you something, do it. Come on. Okay, this was the last video I want to show. And I probably will do a whole little show about this.
Listen, I'm sorry y'all go off society way of raising kids, which is you got to be beefing with the other parent and you can't go out on vacation with the kids and be, you know what I'm saying, just cool parents and co-parent and make, you know, there is nobody else that me or her feels that love the kids as much as we do and that'll help us protect the kids as much as we protect them. So ain't nobody else, we ain't finna call nobody else on no vacation for the kids. We gonna do it together, you know what I'm saying? And we gonna go, we do shit on the inside together, in Atlanta together, for the kids. So ain't nobody spinning the block, ain't nobody doing no extra shit, cause I know y'all be looking, thinking Bam like took me back and all that. Ain't none of that going on. We have fun with our babies, and ain't nobody tell y'all I was with nobody else just cause I went to BET Awards, I went somewhere, I'm in the club with women. I like to be in the club with women, I don't like to be in there with men. So at the end of the day, I ain't, no.
Okay, so what I have to say about that, and I say this all the time, let me read this before I get into that. I see they haven't learned their lesson, shaking my head at you, Target. They haven't. They really haven't. Okay, this is what I have to say about Scrappy's video. And I say this all the time. I hate that with our culture, once somebody breaks up, they feel like you have to be enemies and you cannot co-parent together. I hate that. I would rather people break up and not be together and be happy and can co-parent together than you stay together with somebody that you hate and you fighting and your kids feel that energy all the time. It's better for you to break up. What is wrong with you breaking up with somebody and co-parenting and going on vacation and being with your kids? That's all kids really want, is parents to be together. I don't feel like it's nothing wrong with people co-parenting and going on vacation with their kids together. Why do you have to be enemies? I just don't understand that with our community, why you got to be enemies with your baby daddy or your baby mama after you break up. I feel like we should do better. Like, as long as your kids have two healthy parents, I don't feel like nothing is wrong with that. Kids want both of their parents there. If you go on vacation, I wouldn't care if you brought your new girlfriend or anything. Long as you there and your kids can have both of their parents, that makes their day. Like, kids actually love seeing their parents get along. I hate that our society makes it seem like you have to be bitter parents or hate that person now. We got to do better. Look at how these kids are when they don't have their mother in their life or when they don't have their father in their life, how they're turning out. Because they feel like they're not loved. Look at all the messed up adults that we have now because of parents. Because of parents. Or the way that they was raised with both of their parents, and then parents, they seen their parents being abused. The mama or the daddy, whichever way, whoever was getting abused. They see this stuff. So when they grow up, they're those kind of people too. So why not just break up and be able to co-parent and raise a healthy child where he sees that he's loved from mom and dad? I feel like our culture needs to do better with that. I applaud them. Anybody that I see that's co-parenting and all, I really applaud them when you see that they can go places and co-parent together. I applaud them for that. I feel like more families need to be like that. More families need to be like that. Go on vacation with them. Y'all don't got to sleep in the same room or nothing. Let that child have his mom and his dad there. It's nothing wrong with that. But that's all that I have for today, you guys. Make sure you press the like button. Press the like button and like, share, and subscribe. I will be back next week. I think next week I'm going to have to switch it back, you guys, to Wednesday. And I'm going to go back to Wednesdays, and then I'm going to do it at 7 o'clock. They changing the Mirrors Therapy around, so you know my life revolves around him. So now I'm going to have to do it on Wednesday again at 7. So thank you guys for tuning in. If you guys have anything you want to talk about, Remember, you always can let me know. And thank you for tuning in. And I will see you guys next Wednesday. Have a good night.